How are you supposed to digest a question? What are you supposed to do when you digest a question? No. Look at the question. Look at the sections. Right, I know this, I don't know this, I know this. Okay, I know this, just jot some points out. Jot some points out, compare. I don't know this, learn. Learn the answer. Look at the audit the answer. That's all you can do. Audit the answer. But stay focused on the requirements. What is he asking? Assess, evaluate. What is he asking? Does that make sense? Clear? Not clear. This is very critical, because you need to speed up your learning process. Try what you know, learn what you don't know quickly. Make sense? Okay. At least 2 questions a day. Minimum. Minimum 2 questions. Okay. Now let's look at SS here. Evaluate the performance of SS using EVA. 13 marks. Wow, that shouldn't be so bad. You all know how to calculate. You all know or don't know? How to calculate EVA? Yes, no? EVA. Okay, I think you know, right? Very fast calculation. With reference to the issue involved in managing different stakeholder groups, analyze the potential influence of regulator, director, shareholder on the performance management of SS, 5 marks. Assess whether SS meets its regulatory target and comment on the impact of such constraint on performance of SS. Well, assess whether SS meets its regulatory ROC target and comment the impact of such a constraint on the performance management of SS. Okay, basically, you need to calculate ROC and you need to calculate EVA. That's all. You think you can calculate EVA? Okay, read the question, see whether you can get the EVA done or not. This is a simple EVA calculation. I said simple, but it's actually horribly hard for you all. Done. Okay, I think you are done. Okay, you are done. Do a quick calculation of operating profit. Hurry up. Just calculate. What's the operating profit? No pack, no pack. You know what is no pack? No pack. Calculate no pack. Okay. You should have finished by now. Huh? Okay. Let me just run through this one. The calculation for this one, I repeat, the calculation for this one, you do need to know how to calculate EVA and you do need to know how to make adjustments. This is expected this time. Huh? Get ready. Yeah? And the adjustments can be kind of complicated. You need to know your T accounts also. Huh? Got it? You need to know your T accounts. Okay, let's go through this one. Stillwater is a listed water utility company providing water sewage services to public and business in the region of Thailand. Company was formed with the government-owned public water Thailand and was broken up into regional utilities and sold into a private ownership 4 years ago. Okay. As a vital utility, water services are government regulated. Now, this is a government regulated business. Are you clear now? The regulator is principally concerned about SS does not abuse its monopoly position in the region to unjustifiably increase prices. Does that make sense? Like how Tenaga Nasional does it in Malaysia though, however. They just increase prices whenever they want. Okay. The majority of services, 80% are controlled by regulator. So yeah, majority of services, 80% controlled by regulator who sets acceptable ROCE. Okay. And ensures that pricing within this area do not breach this level. The remaining services such as bottled water operation and contract repair services are unregulated and SS can charge market rate for this. So this company, if they want to grow and return money for the shareholders, they have to grow in the unregulated area. They cannot grow too much in the regulated area. Got it? The regulator calculates its ROCE figure based on its own valuation of capital assets being used in the regulated services and operating profit from those regulated services. They have their own figure. The target pre-tax ROCE set by regulator 6%. If SS breach this, then regulator could fine them. So it's not really healthy to go above this level. In the past, companies have been fined millions of dollars. The board of SS are trying to drive performance to benefit of shareholders. This is a new experience for many at SS, having been a public sector for 4 years. In order to try to better communicate objective of maximizing shareholder wealth, the board have decided to introduce EVA. Finance directors ask you to calculate. EVA. That's all. This is a calculation question. 13 marks to calculate one number. Clear? That's quite a lot of marks for one number being calculated. Yes or not? Clear? So he's given you everything: revenue, profit, tax, and all that. He's giving you 35.5 here. But you're not supposed to use profit after tax. You're supposed to use something else, isn't it? Clear? What number should you be using? Well, you should be starting with that number, operating profit, and then move downwards. Are you clear now? Clear? Got it? Okay, we'll come with that. Did you all start with 68? Good starting point. Okay. Then you need to know the measured from published account, measured from regulator. Well, you do need to know what kind of capital employed you're supposed to use. Which capital employed are you supposed to use for EVA for the year? 637 or 657? Which is the capital employed you use? 637 or 657? You choose the wrong place, tapao. It's 637. Opening capital. EVA uses opening capital, not closing capital. Okay, no? EVA is based on opening capital. Can you remember that? So far, any questions? They've given you some total operating costs. Okay. Don't forget, you got a tax of 25%. Tax of 25%. You got a finance charge here. You do need to worry about the 23. Okay, you have to do some adjustment for the finance charge. Yes or not? Clear? There is a finance charge tax adjustment. Remember? Okay. Next, you got depreciation 59, 57. Economic depreciation is assessed as 83. So this one the examiner has given you economic depreciation. So you do have to adjust out that 59. Yes or not? Next, there is a provision for doubtful debt 2 and 0.5. This is actually a non-cash item, correct? So you have to adjust that one out. R&D, this one should be capitalized, yes or no? Make a note, should be capitalized. Economic depreciation includes appropriate amortization adjustment. In previous year, it can be assumed the economic accounting depreciation were the same. Okay, so they say no need to adjust for previous year. The tax is cash paid on the current year, 9 million, and adjustment of 0.5 million for deferred tax. And there was no deferred tax balance also. So there was a deferred tax adjustment also. So you need to be very careful with this one. Okay. The provision for doubtful debt was 4.5 million on the 2000x2 statement, financial statement. Now, 2000x2 is 4.5 million. Can you do the T account for this one? So you're going to have brought down. The provision brought down is going to be, and then you got the provision carried down. Carried down is 4.5. Got it? You carry down is 4.5, and your P&L is 2. Therefore, brought down is how much? This one should be Are you okay? Clear? Not clear. You know how to get this one? Can? Basic T accounts. So you need to figure out this number here. 2.5. Got it? Are you okay this one here? Can I? Okay. Research is not capitalized. It related to new project developed over 5 years, expected to be long-term benefit. This is the first year project. Equity cost is 16%, debt is 5%. Can you calculate the WACC? Hurry up. What's the WACC? WACC. Done? You should have got WACC off. How much is your WACC? 8.7%. See whether you can get 8.7%. Can I? If you can't get 8.7%, you have a problem with your WACC. Okay. Let me go through this question now. Okay. Computation in Viva. WACC is going to be KE plus KD 1 minus T over, got it? KE is going to be 16%, right? Times 40% plus the other one is going to be 5% times 1 minus 0.25 times 60%. Can you get this number? Got it? Clear? Not clear? Can I? So answer here is 8.63%. Done. Follow? So first we started with the WACC, then you find out capital employed, which is going to be your opening capital plus adjustments. Got it? Okay? Opening capital plus adjustments. Okay, what's the opening capital? $637 plus, well, you have to plus back the 2.5. Working 1 plus back the 6. What do you get? How much here? 6, 4, 5, y. Got it? Clear, not clear? Can? Right. The next thing you got is operating profit equals what? Your NOPAT, not operating profit, NOPAT. Clear? See, here is going to be, start with 68. Okay, so maybe we can do it as a table right now. Huh? Okay. Operating profit. It's going to be 68. Then you add back accounting depreciation. How much is accounting depreciation? 59. R&D. How much is R&D? 12. This one is 2. Then you got non-cash is 7. Then less out. Economic depreciation was 83. Tax. Cash amount paid only. How much is the tax cash amount paid only? Then you got tax adjustment for finance cost is going to be 23 times how much? So what happens if last year the economic depreciation is different from the accounting depreciation? What happens if last year the economic depreciation, the question made it easy by saying the accounting and economic depreciation was the same. But what happened if last year the accounting depreciation and the economic depreciation is different? How? What do you want to do? You have to adjust where? Come on. How much is the notepad? Notepad is? Add, minus, what do you get? 50? 51, you sure? Yeah. Wait, I'm just going to calculate EVA now. Before I talk about that one issue, OPEC minus Are you okay? Can? Cannot. Done. Wow, you got 13 marks. Almost 13. Clear? Not clear? You have to say some words though, however. Let's make sure you see the question and see whether you have to say some words for this. Evaluate the performance of assets. Okay. Well, you've just done the calculation. Based on EVA, it sucks. Okay, I don't say it sucks. What are you going to say? Based on EVA, it appears poor since they are not generating adequate profit to cover the cost of capital. Destroying value. That those are some side comments. You get 13 marks. You think you can get that 13 marks? Yes, no? Looks feasible? Okay, next one. We're doing part B. Part B asks you for stakeholder analysis, right? Correct? How many stakeholders they give you? Management? Shareholders, some of regulator, right? Yes or not? Management power is what? High. Interest, what's your interest? High. Yeah, pay and jobs depend. Shareholders, what do you think about them? Yeah, just write this up. High power, low power? Hard to say. Hard to indicate since it will depend on concentration of owners, which is not stated. What do you think they're interested in? Regulators are considered to be, they can find business and dictate terms. Does it make sense? What are they interested in? Safeguarding ensure what do you think you should treat them with? Okay, done. Follow? Clear? Follow, don't follow. Got the idea? Can? Any questions there? Got it? You can just make an assessment like that, but your examiner might want the treatment. Now, be careful, your examiner doesn't expect you to do a Mendelo sometimes. He might just ask you to, he might give you the Mendelo and ask you to interpret the KPI. Are you clear or not clear? He might give you the Mendelo, so you don't need to talk about power and interest anymore already. Just accept the power and interest he give you. Just say, Arsan, minimum effort, no need to have any indicators. This one, keep satisfied. Okay, we monitor this KPI for it. Just say what to monitor. Are you clear or not? Follow? Some key player, well, we monitor a certain KPIs. We also have to probably provide some information sharing. Are you clear or not? Got the idea now? Careful, huh? Okay, now let's move on to the next part of the question. Next part of the question says, part C. Well, ROC, can you calculate ROC? Hurry up, calculate ROC. Current ROC is how much? Well, based on what now? Based on the regulators numbers. Based on the regulators numbers. How much is it? How now? Calculate ROC. Going to be what? How much is your profit? Regulated side, 46. Non-regulated side? Two divided by 2. Oh, make sure when you write your answer, don't cluster them, the real exam. Don't clutter, space out 1, 1, 1. I know you're using to write, join, use, don't clutter, space out, use up as much paper as possible. Got it? Clear? Not clear? That covers this SS question, which covered ROCE a bit and EVA. Are we okay with EVA calculation? Yes, no? Sure. Oh, by the way, remember I told you one last question. What if last year the depreciation was different? And not 57, right? In this question it was 57, right? They said accounting and economic was the same, right? How now? What are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? Just the adjust the capital employed at the start. How much will it become? It was previously it was what? 645.5, right? Got it? Clear? Not clear? Clear? Not clear on this part? Make sense? Can? What to do? Are you clear now? Got it? So you need to know how to treat last year's transaction and this year's transaction. Got it? Follow, don't follow? Okay, can I move on to this question now? Those are like some adjustments that you need to be aware of.